next comic is former Air Force Staff Sergeant. He is not from Pueblo, but I don't need to tell you that because you'll know that immediately when he walks to the stage. He's black. Let's hear it for Repo!
That was funny. Yes, I am former Staff Sergeant Repo Lakey. First of all, I haven't done this in years, but I salute all y'all that served because it means a lot. And that's a prime example on how us in the military, we can make fun of each other all the time. Don't let an outsider do it, because these tables will be turned the hell over. We can be in a bar fighting, and then all of a sudden, somebody says, the military sucks. You'll have Navy and Air Force right next to each other. America! And then we go back to making fun of each other. And then, I'm going to help y'all out a little bit. I was in the Air Force, but I was in Air Force Reserves. So, I didn't do anything 1 weekend out of the month. And 2 weeks out of the year. But I did get that check, so I'm happy about that. I love doing events like this because just having the name Repo Lakey, automatically I can tell who has good credit or not. Because you hear Repo, some people just walk out like the guy just walked out. The rest of y'all are still here, I call y'all my co-signers. I'm getting paid somehow, some way, guaranteed. It kind of sucks because my girl is actually Air Force as well, except she was Special Forces and I was in air transportation. So you can imagine how I handle our arguments. I don't, I just shut up. She shot people, all I know how to do is play Tetris. I load boxes on planes all day and that's it. I recently got into an argument with another individual about something really stupid. I'm originally from Texas, I live in Phoenix and I hate it. But Phoenix is strange. But I got in an argument about Kool-Aid. Being from Texas, there's no such thing, in my personal opinion, as grape Kool-Aid. It's purple. So I'm in this 30-minute argument with this individual, and I say, you know what, let's go ahead and ask the crowd. Let's go around and just get an opinion, a consensus. I asked this gentleman, I said, what flavor Kool-Aid is this? He said, it's great. I said, no, it's not. Your mother doesn't love you. So I go to this female, nice attractive female, I said, ma'am, what flavor Kool-Aid is this? She said, grape. I said, you know what? Your mom and dad are brother and sister. I'm sensitive, I'm a comic. I can't get offended when people don't agree with me. So you know the people that don't lie? It's little kids. So I went up to this little girl, I said, little ma'am, what flavor Kool-Aid is this? She said, grabs my cup, which her parents didn't teach her right, you're not supposed to grab Kool-Aid from strangers. But she grabs my cup, takes 3 sips, says, vodka. I said, yeah. Me and her mom been dating for 3 months. Because apparently we have the same taste in Kool-Aid. Being a comedian, you know, as you can see, I got problems. I talk about it all the time because this is my therapy in certain aspects. The other one is gin and purple Kool-Aid. Give it up for your bartender because, wow, that gin was great. Y'all laughing, I'm dead serious. But I talk about, I have made depression where, you know, sometimes I have good days and other times I have almost good days and other times I just don't care because I got ADHD and I don't pay attention to myself half the time. But the first time I went to a psychiatrist, I was about 9 years old, and the psychiatrist said, little Repo, why do you look so angry all the time? I was like, I'm not angry. She said, well, how about you do this? How about you take this macaroni, here's this glue, and then put it on this paper, whatever's on your mind. So I made a baseball bat. She said, oh, you like baseball? No, not at all. I said, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play Big Bill, Little Bill. She said, I've never played this before, how do you play? So I jumped on top of the table, I hit her in the face with the bat. She said, I don't get it. I said, me neither, but apparently your bill is gonna be bigger than mine. And this is why I got so mad. It wasn't the fact that she had me have macaroni, but the fact that you don't give a young black man dry macaroni with no cheese. That's just disrespectful. And I'll bet you next time she'll have my Kool-Aid. I recently, God, I can't believe I'm telling this story. I recently just was featured in a reality TV show on Oxygen, immediately plug. It's called Virtually in Love, where I met my online girl for the first time, the one in the Air Force. Wow, yes, if you see it. It's special, to say the least. To say the least. Like, we honestly only met because of the TV show, and we've known each other for 8 years. And we was both even in Blackland, we still didn't know each other. That's how much the Air Force drinks. But, so she's Italian and black, I'm French and black. She's beautiful. So I thought. And when we first filmed the show, she was coming to the door, and you can actually see my face, like when I go answer the door, I'm just scared, like completely scared. I'm fidgeting in my house, and she says, they say, Repo, what's the matter? Why are you so nervous? I was like, I've seen Catfish before, and I've also seen Dateline, and if a 7-foot tall black man with wine cooler and condoms come up, I'm gonna be very upset. So I had to stay on my toes, but whatever. I opened the door. She actually is beautiful, 5'6", long hair. She's Italian and black, so she got that good credit complexion. If we're walking around Arizona, Phoenix, like only one of us is going to jail during the winter. And she comes through the door, I do what any real man would do. I stroked her hair, I looked into her beautiful eyes, I brushed the side of her face, and I put my hand on her throat, I told her to cough. I've been to the Philippines. She looks like Eve, but if I would have felt Adam's apple, that day would have been over. So special. We actually, we shared our first major argument on TV and our first kiss, and it actually happened in the same instance, which was odd, really odd. But we shared our first kiss. There's like dolphins, it's beautiful, it's in Seattle, Washington, there's dolphins and stuff jumping out the water and all this other stuff. And we're sitting there, we're looking in each other's eyes, we kiss, and I got a little excited, and she said, I can tell you're Creole. I said, why? She said, because you keep shoving your tongue down my throat. Being the sensitive comic I am, I said, I could tell you're Italian. She said, why? I said, because your mustache tickles. Needless to say, I'm single now. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. Sometimes as a comic, you just need to learn to shut up. But it's hard. What's holiday? Oh, Father's Day's coming up. All fathers, make some noise for yourselves. All of the mothers in here make some noise for yourselves, because my mom's a single parent, and she did her best. She did everything to prevent me from becoming a depressed comic, but whatever. 50-50 situation. I remember when I first started doing comedy, and this is where I get my sense of humor from. When I first started doing comedy, I was in Columbus, Ohio. It's snowing. I go up on stage, had no idea what an open mic was. Like, all the comics are heckling me, I'm sitting there about to cry. I go home, I'm walking in the snow, crying. I call my mama, because I'm a big mama's boy sometimes when I need money. I need a bus fare. I called my mom, I said, Mama, I said, I just went on stage for the first time. The comics hated me, everybody hated me. What should I do? She said, well, you know what you do, baby. She's from backwoods, Louisiana. She said, you know what you do, baby? Next time you go on stage, keep your head up and tell them how bad you suck. I said, thanks for the motivation, Mom. Love you. She does cruel things, like every birthday she gives me a brush. It's hard to see now, but my hairline looks like a Batman sign. And I'm like, Mom, that's not funny. Like, and I shouldn't have said this, but I did, because again, I get sensitive. I said, Mom, you talking all that noise, like, how about you take your wig off? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how that happened. If you ain't never seen a 30-year-old man get beat up by a 5'2" lady, it was hilarious now. Now the concussion's gone. Didn't know my mom could box. My bad. It wasn't a wig, it was a helmet. But, like, one of my nieces asked me, they said, what color's your mommy's hair? I said, I don't know, I ain't seen it since the 80s. Clear? Possibly. Living in Phoenix now, there's a lot of things that go on in Phoenix that I don't like. I'm thinking actually moving up here. Probably not to Pueblo for obvious reasons. But That was funny though. That caught me off guard. I was the loud one laughing in the corner. Like, I did it. But I was, they got this place in Phoenix, Arizona called Tent City. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it because I didn't at first. But Tent City is like a maximum security prison where they like demasculate all the men by putting on pink jumpsuits. And they put them in the middle of the desert in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's how they rehabilitate them. Me being a country bumpkin I'm jaywalking because I'm a thug. I'm walking across the street, this police car pulls in front of me and says, boy, the way you walk across that street looks like you want to go to Tent City. Who do you think you are? I said, I'm Batman. But I said, no. But being the country man I said, Tent City? I love camping. Once I found out what that really was, I never want to go camping again. I'm going to end y'all on this because my mind just went completely blank because I'm having way too much fun right now. And ADHD is bad to be on stage sometimes because I keep looking at people at the bar and I'm like, I'm so thirsty right now. I was just telling Jim the day, I did a show the other day out here, and people ask me, why do you talk about your condition on stage? One, I don't have to pay for it, y'all pay me to hear my problem, so win-win situation. Two, I'm manic depressed, got ADHD and anxiety disorder, so even if y'all don't like me and make fun of me, I'm not gonna remember anyway, I don't care. But I think one of the funnest times I had in my life was actually just starting out doing comedy because I do get to tell my problems, and I do like being in groups of crowds like this because y'all judge me in a good way and other people judge me in a bad way, and I judge myself never because I don't care. I forgot what I was going to close on just that fast, so I need to stop, leave from the bar. I mean, I talk a lot of noise about my mom, but I love her to death. Obviously, I love her to death, but the simple fact that she does do crazy stuff kind of throws me off sometimes. My mom sat on a sewing needle one day, a crochet needle, and called my sister in a whole different state to come pick her up to take her to the hospital. I'm like, why you shouldn't call 911? You're stupid. No, I didn't call my mom stupid. I'd never do that. I would never do that because my mom's a fighter. What I want to end on? I'm going to end on not saying nothing because I have no idea where I was going to go with it. That's where ADHD comes from. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm just messing with him at this point. See how long he's going to stand there. Just because I'm in the Air Force don't mean you can take me off my stock. Not yet. And unfortunately for you, I am in the Air Force, so not only do I know what the G-spot is, I probably wrote a book about it. I'm Repo Lakey. Y'all have a great night.
All right, let's hear it from Repo.